And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's T8 ECU versus CION, ending the burn round. And we're getting going a little bit early tonight, so we're starting off right in. So, should be a interesting match between ECU and CION. Haven't seen CION play in quite a while, so be good to get to see them play again. And first up, as you can see, we have Aras. And it is a beautiful day on Aras, so don't need to change the weather at all. As always, I have Miss Quinn with me in the booth tonight. How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good, good. And for some in-between game commentary, we will have Thunderboy coming on in. But right now, we're going to call out the lineups. ECU has HDBC, Malegria, Spy M Killer, Spy J Pipe, Spy Sicario, Teo Echeverria, Vinny, and Blaster 1. CION has Common, Nemesis, N Teslam, Portadalk, Sack, Sasha Corp, Snag Mag, and the Camo Eagle. What's up, Tater? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming out to the cast as we are about to get ready. Looks like this is going to be infantry only as no tanks have spawned in. Let's see what these breakouts look like. Looking like CION is going to take the wide flank. They do have the better spawn on this one to get to Bravo and have more coverage. ECU is spreading out all across the line and pushing in, and they're going to beat CION to the point, but in they go. Nemesis is going to be the first one onto the point. Let's see what he's able to do. Has the Sturmgewehr 3 times on it, making sure to stay down as ECU is all over the point, and he's having a tough time making sure that he's dodging all of these explosives, and he's going to get taken out from behind by Blaster. Very well done by ECU, pushing on to the point and getting it right away and completely wiping the CION guys off of it. And now they are pushing to get up to the spawn area of CION. Spy J going to be there the first. Let's see what he's able to do. He's using the M2, which is a new addition to the comp rule set, as it was banned before, but some things have switched around. Oh, he was found by Ported Elk and absolutely wrecked with the ZK. CION is now pushing through that left-hand side. HDBC is in the back of the point and is trying to get some angles on Nemesis and Sasha Corps as they push in, and he is gonna go try to take him out. Spy M trying to push the point, gets taken out. Teo, the last one for ECU, up at the point, and a 2-man push by CION is able to take out what looks like almost a full squad, but now ECU is coming back on the attack through some smoke. Blaster getting taken out shots from the top of B point. They need to start using more smoke to get up to the point. There goes some smoke. There he goes, Vinny in, dropping smoke down to make sure that he gets a good revive there. And now ECU is full committing, it looks like, to getting up to Bravo, sending what looks like 6 of their guys, having Spy Sicario and Malegria down in the creek area to hold off a CION push from Charlie. Ported Elk on the backside, but Spy is on the backside of them, pushing in, tries to take out one of the CION guys, but unsuccessful. Gets a molly off, but is not going to get it. Ported Elk is now last for CION on the point, using the med kit as a good head glitch, bouncing up and down, making sure he is hidden, getting back onto the point, throwing some smoke, going for a flank, gonna get blaster, but then gets traded out by Spy. Big battle with lots of smoke happening here at Bravo. Not much happening down there at Charlie. Spy and Vinny are just sitting back, waiting for the push from CION that they assume is going to be coming soon. But right now, CION is content just going in and trying to get the Bravo point, and it looks like they're going to be successful. HD is the last one, but he is going to get taken out from the side by Ported Elk. And that is very unfortunate for ECU. Blaster needs to stay back right now and make sure he gets a spawn off. Otherwise, they're going to have to go all the way back from spawn to get up there. He is poking and prodding at the front side, throwing down some smoke to cover his retreat to make sure he gets some spawns off. That was some good, smart maneuver and play by him, but he gets outside of the smoke coverage and gets taken out. But ECU has gotten another one of their squads to start pushing. Spy going on the left-hand side by the tractor, coming up, trying to give the old reach-around flank. And not sure why he's not pushing in right now to give support to his guys. Ooh, gets double-teamed right there. And CION just doing a really great job of holding this top point as ECU tries to push.
CION's also been doing a really good job down at C objective. I know it's been kind of quiet over here, but every now and then when ECU gets the courage to push, they just wipe them right off.
As they do, and it looks like ECU is able to take out 3 of the 4 down there at Charlie. Camo Eagle being the last one out there. He's going to have some good opportunity to sit back and get some spawns off to re-push into Charlie. But CION actually gets some spawns back in, and there it is. They got wiped out just like Quinn was saying. So back up to Bravo we go as the push to Charlie has been halted momentarily. Spy is trying to push back in now with Vinny. And ECU is trying to push up to Bravo, but CION just has that hilltop on lock. So 2 pushes for ECU. They should really decide on one point and push it hard rather than splitting up their 2 squads and trying to push even numbers against even numbers.
I agree, and I think at this point they might have a better chance of taking Charlie because with CION being at the top of that hill there at B objective, they can just look down at everybody. Or at least they have the cover of the grass and the trees moving towards Charlie Point if they move together.
Yeah, that's one thing. They seem to be very hesitant about pushing together, and they're not using as much smoke as they should. There is a time and a place to reserve smoke, and this is not it right now. So let's go back up to Bravo to see if this push is successful. 1 going down, Ported Elk. So see this with 3 of them pushing all together. They're able to focus fire on 1 person at a time. They have taken out 2. Spy, however, was pushing without coverage from the bottom, and there goes HD getting taken out by Nemesis. Luckily, however, ECU has pushed up with the other squad, or a fair amount of the other squad, and are trying to get in. Spy J is back on the flank and gets taken out once again by Ported Elk. Malagria is on the backside. He should be able to get some kills from back there using the truck as a head glitch. And it looks like ECU is successful in taking that, using 7 of 8. And now Spy Sicario is pushing back to Alpha as CION is pushing Creekbed. So CION is going to push from spawn to try to get to Bravo. Malagria, being a forward observer, is laying down. Here's a whole bunch coming for him, letting 1 go by. And Oh, he's going to try the sneak attack in from the grass. I'm not sure why he hasn't taken him out yet. There it is. And so there's one, and gets two from behind. That was a very good strategy used by Malegria to just lay down and let CION go right past him and be able to take out one from the back and one coming in for the revive. So now ECU is in good control and is whittling down this about 20-point lead that CION has gotten on them, and they are pretty far pushed up off of the objective of Bravo to make sure that CION isn't able just to waltz right in.
Yeah, they're really going to have to watch the field between CION's spawn and the B objective, just like Sasha's pushing through there now.
And Malegria doing his thing, laying down in the ditch, listening and waiting, and not sure what's happening up there with Sasha, but it looked like he was lagging a little bit, but was able to take out Spy M. He's going to push in. He is, however, using the MP34 slow fire rate, and with that small mag of 20, he forgot to reload after taking out Spy, and gets taken out because of it. So ECU has 6 up top at Bravo holding off CION, and now it's just Vinny and Spy on the half wall, making it very difficult for CION to push, who is just throwing everything they got as far as effort at Bravo, not even really trying to push to Alpha, and they really should reconsider their B fascination and try to get to Alpha.
Yeah, it's kind of been the same story back and forth down between Alpha and Charlie. CION will send one over to Alpha, gets taken out. ECU will send one over to Charlie, gets taken out.
Snagmag trying to duke it out with Spy, gets taken out as Spy had the head glitch and he was attacking from the low ground. Sasha back in and gets taken out. And
Ported Elk, making that long flank around to the back of Alpha, gets a spawn off from Snag. ECU is going to have to run back in and try to stop this.
And right now, Spy Sicario and Vinny are on their way back, and that is going to be tough for them to pull out of, as a full squad is now down at Alpha, and they are able to hold on to B, and they are pushing to get to Charlie. Vinny is going to get taken out at Alpha, so let's go see how this attack at Charlie is working out for them. Got one of the CION guys has a sniper rifle, using the spotting scope to try to give some intel for his guys, but ECU was able to make it around on the backside and get into the point, and Vinny is there using the ZK slow fire rate, which has the extra ammo capacity, but if you go up against something that has a fast fire rate, you're going to get killed every single time. And ECU does a great job of getting into Charlie and wiping them off. And now they have left HDBC all by his lonesome up at Bravo as they try to attack and grab Alpha back, which could set them up for a triple cap, which is what they're going for. Snag, however, able to get... Oh, Snag gets Spy and Spy J Pipe at Alpha. One with the Sturm, the other with the Dynamite. Now CION pushing heavy into the Charlie point with just about everybody on the team, minus 2 on the backside of Alpha. And Sasha, who got taken out by the outcropping of the rock. So now CION has been able to push back into Charlie and secure it to hold Alpha Charlie for a little while, and just like that, ECU was able to bring it back and are now in the lead. And CION has been wiped off of Alpha. Don't see them getting any spawns. They do get one spawn off. Let's see if HD is able to get him, but he's not able to. So they are going to push up and around underneath.
Are flares legal in this?
Flares are not legal in this, from what I was told. Did you just see one go up?
There's one going up over Charlie right now from CION.
Well, then that is a 25 ticket penalty right there, because that is definitely not legal in this T8 right now. So in pushes ECU trying to get into Charlie, but with that flare up there for the moment, they know exactly where they were. It did burn out, but that is going to be a major penalty for CION. And as long as ECU gets them down to 25 tickets before all of their tickets are gone, they are going to take this one on a technicality, but the rules are there for a reason. So ECU is trying to push back in. Ported Elk chasing one of the ECUs and going for the revive on his buddy, but they're getting pushed hard from the backside. Snag gets taken out. Oh, and a big triple by Ported right there, and gets taken out finally by Vinny with the ZK, and Snag is the last remaining hope for CION on the point, and he gets the kill on Vinny to be able to hold Alpha Charlie. Only 4 more tickets that's ECU needs to bleed them of, and they'll be the winners, but they are only at 8 tickets right now and are nowhere near either of the points. So I don't think they're going to be able to come back from this one as the tickets bleed off from CION holding Alpha Charlie. They could, if they get in on this and break it, they're going to need to get in there and break it right now. And it is not going to happen. There it goes. By 3 tickets, CION takes this one. And that is a very well-fought round by both.
Very close match.
Yeah, guys, that was a lot of early passivity by ECU. I think hurt him at the end there. They really didn't push a lot. They were holding that left side lane between A and Charlie, but they didn't move in much.
No, they did not, and that was to their detriment, as this is a game of rotation and pushing. So
Looked like there was a lot of panic scattering going on there early on.
There did seem to be a little discombobulation, but they definitely tightened up towards the end there.
Yeah, for sure.
So once again, we're going to flip the spawns around and go on Aras and see what ECU is able to do. Maybe with the more favorable spawn, they'll be able to take this one. And in comes the fog. Let's get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
ECU tightens up their squad work just a little bit. That's it's going to make a big difference.
Definitely will. Their communication is... Okay, why can't I move? Well, let me see if my controller freaked out, and I need to do that. And not sure about tonight, Brada. Might jump on after this, might not. Let's see. And for some reason, I am stuck in one position. Let me see if I go in. Oh, there we go. Just had to go in on somebody and come right back out. And we are good to go. ECU in the pink this time. CION in the green. Let's make sure to see where they go. Got a squad going to Bravo. +1, and 3 going to Charlie. One still hasn't spawned in. Maybe waiting for something. No idea what. But CION is going to get there first, and ECU is pushing in with, there's the smoke cover that you really need to get in and push on to that point. And CION is backing off away from the point. 2 huddled up in the corner together, get wiped out. Ported Elk on the backside by himself is gonna try to stave off a whole cavalcade of these ECU guys coming in, using the back tractor, or back panel truck. It's not even really a panel truck, I guess. The back truck, to make sure that he does not get taken out and gets some spawns off. And now, as he did, they are going to be able to waltz right back in and get the Bravo point under lock. Very well done and very game smart by Ported Elk to make sure that his squad was able to spawn back on him. So ECU is in control, or CION, my mistake, is in control of Alpha Bravo. And needs to make sure that they don't get taken out, as Spy J Pipe and Malegria are there at Bravo. Spy is pushing in on the Bravo point, but this is taking way too long for them to push in, and this is allowing is going to push in and be able to take this point from CION, but they do have their squad right on that little crook on the downslope of Bravo, and are keeping them alive in that little area. Malegria going around for the flank, but gets taken out by Snag Mag. And now CION pushing in. Ported Elk is pushing up and around, gets taken out by HDBC, and Spy is getting shot at from the side by Snag Mag, and he gets taken out. But ECU does have the superior numbers at Bravo and really just need to full commit and push.
Well, I'm not sure what Spy Sicario is doing right now, because he's just laying out in the middle of the field there, and CION has full control of A and Charlie, and Bravo. So
Well, I think they were making sure that they did not get to Charlie. Oh, there is a triple cap in effect that I didn't even notice. So ECU is going to need to push that and get back in. Malegria accidentally, I assume, spawns in as the tanker. Now he's going to have to run in with the not well-liked tanker class when you get out of the tank, using that Sten with the iron sights. And ECU is going to break this triple cap, but lots of tickets were taken off of the board for them. So ECU trying to push that right-hand side to get to Alpha, gets stopped up by a full squad of the CION guys there, and now they are pushing Bravo, but doing so in a very fragmented style, which is not going to be successful. Taking these shots from distance is not the best strategy, as here comes Sasha Corps to close the distance. Doing some loop-de-loops in the wheat field, not knowing where Spy M was on that backside. Gets taken out. He must have been just going for some recon, trying to find out where those shots were coming from. ECU Blaster One is making his way up to the half wall, and But CION has one person back on Charlie that is going for the solo cap, but Spy Sicario is there and takes him out. ECU needs to start forming up on each other and pushing together. This fragmented style is not going to get them anywhere. And like I said, when they push together, they can do good things. But right now, they are just running in and trying to one-man Rambo this stuff. Blaster is down on the point at Alpha with Vinny, and Vinny's getting shot at from behind. Blaster in the corner right there. Vinny is pushing up and around. Ooh, getting taken out from the bridge. But ECU has been, or was able to capture Bravo for a slight moment, but quickly CION gets right back on them and caps it right back.
Yeah, this is just hurting ECU right now. Like you said, they really need to work together and start forming up on each other and moving as one unit. They were doing so well in the previous game when they started to push together. And running in by yourself or with one other person against a four-man squad just is not going to get them these objectives.
Exactly, and it seems like they were trying to do that a little bit down here at Bravo, but once again, one at a time, they go in against the 3 and or 4 guns of CION. HD does get the spawn by Teo coming back in, but Ported Elk is pushing through and is going to get... Ooh, Teo, though, takes him out with a Panzerfaust to the face right before he dies. But that is going to be a squad wipe once again for ECU up at Bravo. And in goes Nemesis for the long revive as the assault guy. Should have let Ported Elk do that. And ECU is now pushing with 2, using smoke. But they really should wait for both of their other guys to form up on them and then push in as a group. And it looks like they're doing exactly that. They are pushing in to Bravo using smoke as cover, but they are cut down. Vinny laying down in the smoke, and now Blaster trying to take out Sasha Corpse does. And Vinny, though, needs to push in and help Blaster, or maybe he's waiting for some spawns, but he could at least try to get some fire on some guys, because he's going to get found and taken out right there. And again, that is a squad wipe up at Bravo.
ECU working a little bit better together down here. We're running for the Alpha objective.
They are supported by Spy, J Pipes, and Spy, I'm not sure why he didn't commit to going to Alpha with them, as they could use the help making sure to get that, and now he's all alone and gets quickly taken out by Snag Mag. And Vinny running off of the point, Sasha Corpse running into the point at Charlie. Don't think he saw him over there, might not have the FOV as high as I do, so he is going to get in there and out there. Let's see if Vinny's able to find him and take him out. Definitely hears him above him. That's not exactly. Vinny does get a spawn, so if they push all at the same time... Oh, and he decides to run out the backside, getting shot and getting taken out. Very well executed by ECU, getting the Charlie retake, but CION has pushed back into Alpha and is starting the burn back in their direction. ECU, however, coming back and getting it full capped for them. Now they're holding Alpha Charlie and doing a pretty good job, as they only have 8 tickets left for the rest of this match. And that, I'm going to say, is unfortunately going to be insurmountable for them to come on after, as CION is just able to push right back into Alpha and get this Alpha Bravo hold back on. ECU doing some good things up at Bravo, trying to push in all at once, but CION is just, seems like they are very well coordinated with their pushes and call-outs, calling out exactly where people are.
I think that match is a great example of what we see a lot in comp. Once you start losing confidence in your teamwork, things start fracturing a lot.
Yeah, a whole lot of non-existent call-outs start to happen, a whole lot of one-man pushes, and as you saw, that is just not an effective strategy to win a T8 match.
Yeah, ECU had a couple people going off on their own, and that's just not going to work. You've got to work together.
Exactly. Next up, we do have Hamada. Pretty sure the map rotation was messed up as there's only one Hamada map and two, I believe it was Rotterdams, so it should have been two Aras, two Rotterdams, and one Hamada. So I guess we're just going to play all five unless they decide to just call it quits after these four. I hope they stay for all five because ECU is doing some good things. They just need to tighten it up, and it would be great to be able to see them take one round.
Yeah, I think if ECU just takes a breath, they'll be able to work together.
It'll be fun to see the teams play Hamada. You don't see that map very often in the rotation.
Yeah, it was taken out for that considerable amount of time. So they are going to need to be able to push together. So here we go. 10 seconds left. CION's going to be in the pink. ECU is going to be in the green. And yeah, the Hamada map being taken out of the rotation made it very difficult for them, for us as a comp community, not to mention all the other craziness that DICE has thrown at us over the past year and a half. To, you know, people either love this map or they hate this map. And it's really all about Bravo tower control. Left side platform, right side platform, and being able to get up inside of that big tower on the right. ECU is pushing hard into the point first. Teo is in there, chucking a Molotov, going back up to ammo platform, and getting taken out from behind by Ported Elk as he was pushed out of there. And now, as you can see, Ported Elk gets the rest of his squad up on the ammo platform and is starting to push in around, and CION doing a nice pincer maneuver to be able to take out all of ECU on this Hamada map. And they're probably going to start patrolling the top of the points up there to just lock down this Bravo point. But ECU is pushing with 6, now 7, to get into Bravo. Vinny being the only one left to contend with a full squad over at Charlie. He is just holding it off, but ECU is able to make some good pushes into it and starts to take back Bravo. Spy going and trying to take out Snag Mag, but is not able to. So let's see what Snag is going to do in this situation. 2 of the ECUs are on the top and have started to push back down, and there it is. Teo is able to take out Snag by pushing back onto that platform. Ported Elk is inside the tower area. Doesn't have any cover as it just gets blown straight to hell with some dynamite by ECU. And now ECU is the dominant force on ammo plat and is now pushing back over to the left. Calm Man is up there using the MAB, not a very common comp gun at all for its slow fire rate, but it does maintain good damage at distance. Hi Kevster, how's it going tonight? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming out to watch this ECU versus CION match, and ECU is doing a good job of making sure that CION is not able to get up onto those platforms. And Spy has pulled out the 1907, which I'm not sure which rule set they're using, but by ESB rules, it has been banned. So we'll see what they say about this afterwards. And now ECU is pushing to contain CION at Charlie, but Ported Elk is taking his guys on a flanking mission, trying to go all the way to the right, but get taken out. And Spy J Pipe is there. Ported Elk is up in the top of the point. Here's the footsteps of Spy J Pipes and gets him while he had his gift-wrapped Christmas presents in his hand. Taking shots at one of the ECU guys who was over by the tank resupply, not being used in this match as it is infantry only. Oh, Spy M Killer just doing a nice jump shot right into Sasha Corpse, able to take him out, and is now trying to help out. And they have unfortunately abandoned Bravo a little bit in the effort to go for this triple cap, and ECU is going to be able to get this triple cap. Not sure how long they're going to be able to hold it for, as Ported Elk just wiped out the rest of the ECU guys on Bravo and jumps down in and breaks the trip cap. So CION has gotten back onto Bravo and is taking it quickly, having 3 on the point, and they are getting Charlie back as Spy Sicario is there waiting for some spawns. But just like that, a trip cap turns into a double cap for CION. They did lose a few tickets in that exchange, but they were able to come back from it and turn their misfortune into something good. And it looks like ECU might be having that breakdown in communication once again, trying to push one at a time. Ported Elk is just coming in and holding this squad in the back by himself. And he must hear all of these footsteps all around, because he's looking left, right, and center. Going to go for the flank, get Spy M Killer with the hip fire, shooting and helping take out that last ECU guy. And that is a squad wipe for ECU. And now they are going to have to push all the way back from Alpha. ECU looked very promising there, having that triple cap for a little bit of time, but CION just able to push back in and take them to task on Charlie and Bravo, and now are set up holding this ECU push at bay. Spy J Pipe, the last one on that left-hand platform, trying to push into Charlie. Once again, not waiting for spawn, gets lucky as Spy M Killer is able to push, but now is there by himself, hides in the bush, does get sacked, and gets taken out quickly by Coleman, as he had no support right there.
No, he really needed people to spawn on him, and he didn't wait either. That's
Common mistake in the comp era. People just going in, trying to take a point, 4v1, and getting cut down in the process. ECU really needs to form up and decide on which point they want to get, whether they're going Bravo or Charlie, because CION just is everywhere that they need to be to hold these 2 points. Making some progress on the left-hand platform. Malegria able to take out Ported Elk, jumping down in on the point. Spy Sicario hanging out in the corner, waiting for Nemesis to come around it, and takes him out. 1 left on the Bravo, 2 left on the Bravo platform as a quick spawn comes in. Ported Elk is gonna jump and do the Batman maneuver, getting Spy Sicario by flanking him from a spot that he did not think he would be at all. So CION on the point, and Ported is built him one set of sandbags, able to get HD off of that in a head glitch, and is now trying to get Teo. Nope, Teo is on the opposite side. My mistake. He is pushing back up into that point, or that tower, and Teo is going 4v1, gets one, but it looks like Ported is going to take him out from behind in that tower. That tower is such a power position on that left-hand side. You can basically control the platform on the left and that extra little platform on the left that Teo just died on.
Ported just having a really solid round this game. He's at the top of the leaderboard right now, 23-4.
Wow, he is, as you might say, hard carrying, but the rest of the CION guys are doing great things as well. But as we spoke, ECU able to push that right-hand platform, med platform, as a lot of people call it, because it has, or no, that's ammo. That is over there. That is ammo again. And they have and did finally full commit to getting Bravo, and I don't see a CION going to Alpha, as they have a clear advantage to go to it. But CION has all come back in as medics. The medic train has begun, and that is going to be difficult for ECU to combat unless they're doing the same exact thing.
Now, does this set of rules have something to say about how many medics a team can run?
If it is ESB no longer, or never did, I believe, have any type of class restrictions, which in my opinion is one of the stupidest things in this game for competitive, because medic is such a strong class with the ability to self-heal and revive all built into one. It is really difficult if you're in a competent team that knows how to medic train to hold them off, but they seem to be doing quite a good job right now. And now it's Spy up in the tower who is jumping down and taking a little fall damage as he got around there. I don't think he did what he exactly wanted, but Alpha Bravo being held by ECU, and maybe this medic train strategy was not the best idea for CION, as ECU is pushing for another triple cap and have retaken the lead. So CION is going for that long flank, but look at that kill feed, all green going up there. Not a single pink until right there. Ported Elk takes down one, but gets taken out in turn. Spy J Pipes playing Ring Around the Rosie, going for Sasha Corpse, but Sasha is retreating. And ECU is now going for this triple cap. But CION is getting spawns and revives off, and they are going to take back Charlie. So CION having a real tough time even coming out of Charlie, trying to make it on the right. Ported Elk does open it up, taking out those two ECUs, but Spy Killer is up in the tower area. Looking down there, using the Sturmgewehr with the Nidar reflex sight, only giving you 1 times magnification, and that is a tough gun to use at range like that. And for a moment, CION was getting Bravo, but now ECU has pushed in and is going for this triple cap, as CION is going to try to push back up onto the point. Gets Spy J Pipe. Let's see if he's able to help his squad get down into Bravo, because this triple cap is bleeding those tickets dry real quick. And once again, it looks like they're gonna do a reversal and get 2 flags at the same time, as ECU was not expecting that flank. This reminds me of a very similar situation that 30th had way back when I just had taken over for the competitive team. We were about this position against XLGN, and we were able to push for a triple cap and win out the round. That was a big momentum shift for 30th competitive, and that was a great thing to be able to see and witness and be a part of.
It's always exciting when you can watch a team that's on the bottom come back to the top and take the victory.
Oh yeah, the underdog story. It's always a great one to see. And they are doing just what they need to do to be able to get this. Spyam Killer does get up and is now trying to take out Spyam, or Ported, and he does take him out. So there goes 1 ticket. 5 tickets left for CION, and they're going to need to get every single revive and hold on to this Bravo point. They are doing it right now, but Teo is able to take down 1, and they are starting to break. No, they are not going to break the cap, and now ECU is wiped off of the map, and that's gonna do it, folks. CION able to come back from a 40-8 ticket deficit and are gonna be able to take this one back from the brink, and ECU just not able to finish this one out. And 1 more ticket left for ECU. As soon as they get this one, they're going to get it. And there it is.
Wow.
That was quite a display by CION, understanding ticket management and knowing when to push and when to hold. Very well done indeed.
You know, early on there, ECU really had the focus. I feel like if they hadn't tried to go for that triple cap and just held what they had, that would have been to their benefit. But they just pushed too hard. And the way they've been working tonight, I think that backfired on them.
That is the risk of pushing in for that triple cap, is that it can backfire, just as you said, Thunder. And that is unfortunate for ECU, but very well played by CION.
For sure. Yeah, ECU really had that AB locked down. And if they could have just kept it locked down like they were doing early on, that might have been to their benefit.
Well, the great thing about these matches tonight is there has been a lot of back and forth. We're not watching anybody really get steamrolled here. A lot of good defense.
Yeah,
a lot of good offense.
Really a great match. Really entertaining.
So, yeah, so far it has been back and forth, and now we are on the very linear map of Provence. And sorry for some of you that came into the stream, I had not updated the stream title. This is not XLGN versus ECU, or who played last night? Yeah, XLGN
ECU.
ECU. This is ECU versus CION in the T8. It's now updated, so. ECU is in the pink, CION is in the green, and away we go. ECU sending 2 to capture Charlie, and are having a late push down into the point, allowing Nemesis to get in there and start the cap by himself, but ECU is gonna get in there and start the cap in their direction real quick. See what happens down there. Spy Sicario using the MP40 with the iron sights. Not a favorable comp weapon for that low damage output because of its fire rate, but some people are able to use it to great effect. So CION did a late push going through church, maybe a diversionary tactic by them to be able to have ECU think they had Bravo all wrapped up, and then flooded it with all of their guys as they did, and a giant fight happening on the point at Bravo. ECU needs to send somebody to Alpha. It looks like Spy M and Spy J was on his way there, but has decided to come back around and duel with Snag Mag. But the ECU does send 3 up to Alpha, and in they go. Teslim is up there trying to take out the ECU guys on the point, running through the smoke and running right past one of them, and gets taken out by Spy M using that MP28. And ECU doing a good rotational job of making sure that they did not keep throwing themselves at Bravo, seeing as there was so many of the CION guys there. And now CION's push onto Charlie has been stalled. Snag Mag, the last one, and in goes ECU to try to get the triple cap once again. Vinny in the middle of the street just taking Snag Mag to task for coming out and not having any cover. And now Coleman is going to try to push back in and take Bravo back from ECU. Not able to, as Spy M gets a couple headshots quickly and takes him out. And now it looks like Alpha is going to be taken back by CION, as ECU does not have anybody, but they are full committing down to Bravo and trying to wipe out the rest of CION. But Chi-Town is down there, gets taken out by Spy Sicario, and ECU is able to get the retake at Bravo. But they do not have anybody back holding the Charlie point, and CION is pushing with numbers. And this is something that we've seen ECU do a few times now, where they full commit to a Bravo or single push, and they leave their back cap wide open so that the other team can just rotate around and get the cap on them and break the 2 flag hold. That's something that they're gonna need to work on and recognize when they don't have anybody at their last point. So they are down and are not spawning back at spawn. Looks like they're just doing spawn after spawn on each other. They really need to get somebody to spawn back at spawn, as CION is just going to be able to wipe them out and force them to spawn at spawn, and are going to get the triple cap. Spy J gets a single spawn at Bravo, but gets quickly taken out from SAC. And now ECU has no choice but to push from their spawn to grab back Charlie. They really should have stopped, saw the situation as it was, and reevaluated what they were doing.
ECU is really lucky that CION didn't get up there faster, because that spawn on the seaside is just so hard to get out of if you've got the other team with a triple cap.
It is very easy to get spawn trapped, but now they are pushing the top side, but CION is pushing right back in and is gonna get Charlie. Luckily, ECU is on their high horses, making their way back to Alpha. They could get Alpha Bravo if they move off of it quick enough, but Chi-Town is gonna see them rotating down to Bravo and cuts back in to stop it. Let's see if he's able to stop this push. Does get Spy with the Type 100 and is right on the side of one of the ECU guys there at church. Not able to take him out as he didn't reload his mag. A fatal flaw that will get you killed almost every time. And pushing back around, not peeking the corner, is Chi-Town. Gets taken out by ECU Spy M. And now ECU is back in control of Charlie and is looking for Bravo. HD is pushing back in to support. Gets taken out by Ported Elk, pushing the stairwell. And ECU just not able to hold on to Bravo or even Cat Bravo. Blaster, the last one, is going to get taken out by Ported Elk from the side. And ECU now is pushing the top side, but Teslim was back there to try and stop them. Gets taken out, but CION is now pushing for that Charlie push to get the trip cap, but I'm not sure where the communication on that is, that, hey, we got people going to Alpha, and now we got people on Bravo, so that is a fatal mistake by CION to try to push for the triple cap, not seeing or knowing that ECU had people on the flank.
Soldiers, we have lost objective Baker.
So ECU is going to get Alpha Charlie as most of CION is down at Bravo. If I was ECU, I would not try to push anything. I'd hunker down, maybe send 1 or 2 people to try to start probing to get into Bravo. But Blaster actually able to push and get into Bravo, just running right through the middle. And ECU not able to hold off the onslaught that happened at Alpha. But they are going to get Bravo and are going to have to come back and fight for it once again. See what HD is up to on the top side of Bravo, trying to make sure that CION is not able to push back in. Looked like he wanted to go for the revive. Ooh. Gets turned on by Chi-Town with the Type 100 as well. So now ECU has just been pushed off of the Bravo objective. 2 in the point, getting a revive. It's going to get messy up there real quick with all that smoke going around. Wildly spraying in every direction is CION's nemesis. But when you're in that type of situation, sometimes that's all you can do. Teo has busted out the 1907, but while all that fracas was happening down at Bravo, CION has pushed up and is starting to take Charlie, but HDBC going off on his lonesome, getting Alpha, as that would have been a triple cap once again for CION. And again, people are just sticking to themselves, or maybe one person getting pushed and getting taken out. They really need to work on forming up as a unit and pushing together so that you can get revives off, as they need every ticket right now. Because CION has pushed back in, grabbed Bravo, is going to grab Alpha unless ECU is able to push back through the smoke. Coleman gets 1, and gets Taramelli. That is a great move by Coleman. Not sure how he was able to pull that off. Well, maybe because he used the Swomy. I guess the rules are going way out the window now. So in they go, and Alpha Bravo being held by CION. ECU is pushing down, getting Bravo, and Blaster going for the revive in the middle of the street and trying to push in is to the point. So Chi-Town Type 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's banned. Big time.
Okay.
Big time banned.
Okay, well, yeah, it's being used as well by both teams, so.
Oh.
Just curious.
Oh, I didn't see it. So yeah, rules be damned. Let's just play, I guess. And there's a triple cap
And
by
there's a Tommy.
CION. Oh, there it is. There's the Type 2. And the 1907. Look at that. 3 banned weapons right in the kill feed. Well done. So this one is going to be taken, obviously, by CION. And really unfortunate when the rules break down like that, because there's a reason those weapons are banned.
Yeah, and the rules aside, I mean, we're just seeing so much of a breakdown during the game in the flow. People are panicking, going off on their own. It becomes a Zerg fest. This is not your regular Conquest, people. You can't just send a whole group from point to point. You gotta coordinate.
And I've been told that they have that ECU has been or has decided to leave before the last map because of the use of banned weapons. So that is gonna be it for tonight, and tomorrow I will be having another shoutcast. I forget who it is, but I know I have one. So come on back tomorrow night, and the rest of the few days that are left in this week, I will be hard grinding COD to make sure I get all the way up the battle pass. So that will also be happening during the day. But thank you all very much for coming out tonight for the T8 ECU cluster that happened right there. And yes, Kevster, cod indeed. And we're not talking about the fish, even though the cod fish is delicious.
God.
So thank you all very much for coming out, and we will catch you next time. Laters.